How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Below Average Wrestling Podcast. My name is Mike.
And my name is Jonathan. What's going on, guys?
Well, welcome to another day, another podcast where we talk about wrestling, specifically WWE.
Yes.
Well, in this week's WWE, it's been very interesting with the whole Brie Bella almost murdering people and herself.
Bro, what is... they're super rusty. I don't think they should... at least Brie.
Oh, we're just jumping straight into this. Okay, let's do this.
I don't know. Are we?
Yeah, let's jump into it.
I don't know, bro. I couldn't do it. I felt bad for the... what was her name?
Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
It was interesting. The match was it was okay.
It was
and then
horrible.
And then it went flat. It fell apart.
Nobody knew what to do because you can tell the whole match was probably like choreographed pretty well.
Yeah.
And that's why like everybody was confused.
Yeah.
But I think Natalia kind of just came in and did the...
Well, Natalia being the veteran there.
She had to kind of step in and did what she did. But she need her right, I think, on top of the bridge of the nose. Like right in the bro.
So there was the initial kick, which obviously I looked at the video a few times. You know what I mean? I maybe looked at it maybe like 8 times. And this is at least what I got from the video. The initial kick, it looks like Brie Bella might have kicked a little higher. So that
was it supposed to be on the chest?
It's supposed to be in the chest.
Yeah.
And from what I saw, it looked like Brie had her head up, so not even looking at Liv. She had her head up, kind of like, hey crowd, blah blah blah. And the kick went a little higher than it was supposed to.
And she was coming back.
And then she was coming back down. And then the second kick looked like it was gonna hit the correct spot, but because she was coming back down, it obviously hit her in the head. Hit her in the head twice. So that's what I took away from it. Look, I am not a wrestler. I am not a professional wrestler, nor do I don't know. I just know, hey, you're supposed to take the kick in the chest. Uh-huh. That's pretty much it. But I mean,
she literally knocked her out, bro.
She knocked her out. She got a concussion. So yeah.
Oh, she did?
Yeah. It was confirmed she got a concussion. So she's gonna have to be evaluated and pass all the concussion protocol tests that WWE has. I don't think when is
in 2 weeks.
It's in 2 weeks. Yeah, maybe she'll be ready by then. Maybe. If not, they'll have to throw somebody in. They'll have to throw somebody else in there. Yeah. If not, they'll have to throw in another.
I felt so bad for her, bro. You can tell. I was telling you that you can tell. Ruby Riott looked pretty pissed.
You know what? I didn't pay attention because everything fell apart for me from there. So I didn't pay attention. Did she come back and take up suplex too?
Yes.
She came back.
She was a trooper. She came back. She did the suplex, and then I think she did something else. I don't know. You know how they were like dragging her to the corner so they can tag in. After that, they just threw her on the floor, and she was
until medical personnel.
Well, speedy recovery to Liv Morgan.
Well, what do you think about this? So I mean, I know you were texting me. You were like,
oh well, I think that.
Go ahead and rant, dude.
No, that's like dangerous. The thing is that this is not the first match that they fuck up in.
It's true.
The other time she almost killed herself.
Yeah.
She couldn't go through the ropes.
The ropes, yeah.
Like we said,
Twice.
we're not wrestlers or anything like that, but like that's some ring rust, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
But it's dangerous. I'm like, dude, like they shouldn't be wrestling right now.
It's definitely ring rust and inexperience, I guess you can say. I mean they're not good. I think Nikki is the better of the two. But Brie was never really good. And just because she's Daniel Bryan's wife doesn't mean she's ever going to be good. Just some people have natural abilities.
Yeah.
And some people are just don't really have those type of natural abilities. Some people have to work a little harder to get those natural abilities. Then it might come easier as for a Daniel Bryan or for some other wrestlers it might come easier. She might have to work a little harder for it. So yeah, it's got to be ring rust for sure and inexperience because I still don't think they're very experienced wrestlers. You know what I mean?
They weren't on for that long, were they?
Well, they were. It's because I don't remember. They were never full-time wrestlers, or maybe they were, and that was because I know that they wrestled a lot during the time that I wasn't watching wrestling.
Yeah,
and you were watching wrestling during that time as well. So they were wrestling a lot during that time, or at least they were part of the superstars.
Yeah,
there. I don't know if they were wrestling a lot during that time, so I wouldn't be able to say. I know Brie was Women Divas Champion, and I know Nikki was Divas Champion as well. back when they were doing the twin switching and stuff like that. I think Brie, that's when Brie was champion. So I know that they've wrestled a lot even before we were watching, when we came back to watch it. But I don't know, man. I don't know. It just seemed very rusty.
Yeah,
it felt
very
bad.
Very bad. It just the whole match just fell apart right after that. Like even the announcers were like, what was it, Michael?
She's been taken to a medical facility. She's like right there.
She's right there.
Oh man, Michael Cole.
But other than that, that match was horrible.
It was super bad. It was really horrible.
It was super bad.
But yes, I'm with you. Speedy recovery to Liv Morgan, because I'm a big fan of the Riot Squad. I've said it plenty of times.
Yeah, all three of them are good.
All three of them. I like the Riot Squad a lot. And and they've gotten better. I think when Ruby was always the most talented one out of the trio. And she still is. I believe. But when Ruby went down, Sarah and Liv really just worked really hard to make sure that Riot Squad maintained a high, level.
Oh yeah,
they really stepped it up. They really did, and during that time when Ruby was out, they really got my attention. And I'm like, wow, this is a legit group. These three girls are legit girls.
Which showed them off because Ruby Riot, out of all of course the three of them, they kind of emphasize on her.
Yeah.
Because
she's got the most experience.
Yeah, then everything.
She's the most talented one.
But when they were when she was gone, it showed Liv Morgan and. What was the other girl's name?
Sarah
Logan. That they can wrestle because they actually made them wrestle, and they had really good matches because they're actually very talented girls. So
yes, they are.
It's a good solid group.
It is. It's a very good solid group, and we've talked about this actually weeks and weeks and weeks, and we've talked about tag teams and women's tag teams, and I feel like it's a missed opportunity for if you have a women's division and not place titles on like a Riot Squad where you can have that type of atmosphere that the New Day. I know New Day is
we were doing the
baby face,
the trio one,
but you could have the trio being the women's tag team champions.
Yeah,
I think I'm a big fan of the group. I'm a big fan of the group. So I really do hope that Liv
Liv lives through it.
Liv lives through it, and Brie stops trying to murder herself or murder people. But
get her back into the what's it called?
But accidents happen, I guess.
No, it's true. It's true. Accidents happen. We're not bagging her like that, but we're just kind of like, man, I don't know. It was bad. Like it could have been worse, but thank God it wasn't.
Yeah, that's true. Moving on to Raw. So the show opens with the Shield. They're arguing with Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre and all that stuff. And the show opens pretty much with really right at the spot where they're kind of just throwing some info at Dean Ambrose, trying to convince him to leave the Shield because the Shield doesn't care about him. He was, the Shield at the beginning were talking, and they're like, hey, we got the belts. And they raise the belts, and you kind of see Ambrose in the background just kind of putting his head down and just kind of turning around because he's the only one of the Shield that does not have a belt. So they really played that all day, during
Raw. The whole Raw,
through the whole Raw, where it's, kind of trying to push Dean Ambrose to, kind of stay away from the Shield or leave the Shield because, they need you more than you need them. You know what I mean? And I think, from the beginning of the Raw, that storyline already caught me because I was like, this is good. So this was, to me, this was really, really, this was a great storyline. I don't know why.
Kind of trying to make Dean turn. Right?
I was into it. My wife was super into it. My wife was probably more into it than I was. She was like, oh my God, is he going to turn? Oh my God. She was super into it. But because ever since he came back from injury, everybody was like, hey, it's only a matter of time before Dean Ambrose turns.
Did you hear Renee Young through the match saying that? Well, they're not. She's saying that they're not. Everything they're saying has some truth to it. She said.
Oh yeah.
She kept saying stuff like that because really Corey kept asking her.
They acknowledged the fact that they were kind of married. I mean, they didn't really say, hey, you guys are married, but they
like,
they really
you know him more than stuff like that. Corey does that to her.
Yeah.
So. But it was actually the whole playing it through the whole show. The whole show was cool,
Yeah, I liked it a lot. But anyways, so Corbin announces that Drew and Dolph will be defending their tag team championships against the Revival, and with what was it? What was the other part? And then Barry Corbin will team up with two partners of his choosing in a 6-man tag match against the Shield. What the hell are you doing, John? Against the 6-man tag match against the Shield for later on that night. So the first match of Raw, we got Finn Balor versus Jinder
Mahal. Ashanti.
What you think, man?
That was a decent match. Yeah, it was okay.
They don't know what to do with Finn Balor. Yeah. Bailey was in his corner. I kind of like the tag team. I think the tag team.
That's what they're doing, just to promote the mixed match challenge. Everybody's coming out with their mixed match, right? Is that what it said?
I said mixed max. Oh, yeah. Ice cream man. Oh, damn it! I want some ice cream. I'm gonna diet though. I can't have ice cream.
I don't know where in the past there was an accident right here.
Oh, there was
in your neighborhood right here.
An accident in my neighborhood? Yeah. What the hell is going on here?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Somebody was going fast.
Oh, really?
Probably.
They got in a car accident?
Yeah.
Or was it a motorcycle?
No, it was an SUV and a white Jeep kind of.
Oh, okay. Because there's a motorcycle in this neighborhood that just goes around the neighborhood hauling ass, dude. Not only that, but there's like a little Honda, like a little 98 Honda that's going like 20 miles an hour, and you hear like, it's going like 15 miles an hour in school zones. Going, it pisses me off. I hate those cars. I hate those people.
He said, "Is it the motorcycle?
Is it the motorcycle guy or the Honda guy? Because both of those guys annoy me." Anyways, so yeah, I like the group of Finn Balor and Bailey. I really like the pairing. Jinder Mahal and Alicia Fox have been a little fun. I mean, it's been pretty cool. Yeah, it's cool. Even though they already got eliminated from the Mixed Max Challenge.
They did? I haven't watched it, so
I didn't watch it. I just saw the Instagram.
Oh, okay. That was on Tuesday. This was Monday. Yeah, Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, okay. I just saw it on Instagram. And then match number 2, which we did talk about earlier in the show, the Riot Squad. They did end up defeating the Bella Twins and Natalya. So yeah, we go through the whole thing where Brie Bella kicked Liv Morgan in the face during the match, causing her to be taken out. Despite the 3-on-2 advantage, Ruby Riott wins the match for the team with a Riot kick on Natalya. So that was interesting. We already talked about that.
Thanks a lot, Bella.
Thanks a lot, Bella. And then probably one of my favorite segments of the show, or at least in a long time. Where was it? At least in a long time that I've seen on Raw. Stephanie McMahon and Triple H present the championship belts to a pair of Connor Cruz kids. I enjoyed this a lot, even though it broke, like the whole kayfabe, like they call it kayfabe, the whole story. The superstars were on the ring, and then you got Triple H not being a bad guy, and then Stephanie not being a bitch. You know what I mean? She was just they were just being ambassadors and stuff like that.
Bro, does it make me a bad person that I skipped through this?
Did you skip through it? It was great. No, it doesn't make you a bad person. It does not make you a bad person. But it was a great segment. It was a very heartwarming segment. Okay. Heartwarming.
I'll go back and watch it.
It was a heartwarming. It was like, kids, they were battling cancer. The WWE presented those 2 kids with championship belts.
That's cool.
That was super cool. And the coolest part was the crowd in Denver. They chanted, "You deserve it."
Oh, that's cool.
Loud as hell. And I was like, that is freaking awesome.
Now I feel bad.
No, you should feel bad, you asshole. You should feel bad. It was a great segment. If I say go back to it, you should go back and watch it. It was a heartwarming segment. It was a heartwarming segment. Cool. It just, it goes away. It puts like, hey, we get pissed off at WWE. We get pissed off at this. We get pissed off at that. But these are things where it's like, man, this is great for kids. This is great that they're doing something like this for the kids. Especially these kids are going through something harder than probably you and I have ever gone through in our entire lives.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed that segment. But anyways, when they come back from commercials, we get a little Triple H now in character. Triple H is asked about the Undertaker, and he just says that the Undertaker's time is coming to an end. Then we got the third match of the night. Connor defeated Chad Gable. But Bobby Roode appeared disappointed.
I love Chad Gable. I'm going to keep saying every week. I love Chad Gable, bro. Did you see that he suplexed Connor, bro? Connor's like 3-something. He almost did it, but he did it.
Yeah.
Love Chad Gable.
He's a talented guy, and whatever
I love his happiness, bro.
Really?
I've told you that before. I love his enthusiasm in the ring, man. He's having fun.
He is having fun.
And it's genuine fun. It's not just his character.
It is showing.
Yeah.
It is showing, too. So, I mean, it is interesting, and I don't mind them having another tag team pair, but this is my thing. Bobby Roode needs to be a bad guy.
Yeah.
And needs to be in the top.
I don't know why they have him there, bro.
He's a top. He just needs to go be a heel again, and he's gonna be a top star. It's just, I don't know.
And it's not like he's getting any younger.
No, it's not. Exactly.
He's already close to 40, I think, or I don't know if he's already there. He don't look nothing like that. But.
Yeah, he doesn't. yeah. But no. And then the Raw Tag Team Championship match. Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre defeated the Revival. Great match.
This match, I've seen the Revival before, but these guys are so talented.
They fucking go, dude.
Dude, they gave Dolph Ziggler, they whooped his ass.
They can go.
And they even went with McIntyre, but you can tell the difference because of the size. They can't do as much. That's why I'm sure they planned the match to be mostly Ziggler so they can show their... Yeah. But, bro, dude, that match was awesome. I really actually enjoyed the match. Like, these two...
I thought it was great.
The Revival is amazing, man.
Yeah, they are.
They're technicians. Like, it's crazy. It was a good match. They throw themselves for many... the one he did, my favorite part was when the bigger one, the white one, the lighter skinned one, the white dude, not the one with the beard. No, the one that has the handlebars, kind of the bald one. No, not him. The other one.
Is it?
What are they named? They don't even have it, huh?
Is it Scott Dawson?
I think so.
You know what? Let me Google them.
So he did.
Because Dash Wilder.
I think it was Dash Wilder.
It is Dash Wilder.
Okay.
When
he did he stepped on the barricade and then he did the DDT. I think was it?
Stepped on the barricade and it.
Yeah, outside.
Yeah,
Did you remember that, bro?
Yeah. That was great.
They were just any step that they would take would be something. It was a very, very, and I understand why they did that because of course they weren't gonna give them the titles, but they let them show off a lot. The whole match was just them.
You know what? Eventually, Ziggler and McIntyre will lose the championship, and I think they're gonna lose it to them, to the Revival.
That would be cool.
I think the Revival was extremely talented, and I remember we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, where one of the things that I hate about while the whole Shield and Dolph Ziggler, McIntyre, and Strowman storyline has intrigued me on Monday. I was very into that storyline on Monday, a lot. I still hate the fact that the titles revolve around 6 people, and I've made it very clear. I made it clear that I thought that the Revival deserved the tag team championship match against the B team. They didn't get it, and the B team lost to Ziggler and McIntyre, and I thought that should have been the Revival spot. I mean, it just goes to show. I think the Revival is extremely talented, and on the microphone, they're okay. They're okay on the microphone, but they're super talented. And I think that when the time comes, you can see Ziggler and McIntyre lose the belts to the Revival, especially with an interference, something maybe like a that. Shield causing an interference or something, distraction or something. And then you can see the Revival getting the pin on Ziggler.
That would be awesome, bro. I think they deserve it.
I do too.
But I think that the WWE let them show off a lot in this match. So it was really good, man. Yeah. So it's not like it was a smash, like they usually would.
It was the best match of the night.
Yeah, actually it was.
Yeah, it was. Bobby Lashley defeated Elias. I didn't really watch this match. Did you watch it? I don't remember.
Yeah, it was all right. Bobby Lashley's from Denver, so everybody was cheering for him and everything.
Yeah.
They had a segment though,
the Kevin Owens show.
Kevin Owens show.
Remember seeing
it was
that
all right. The match was it was okay.
The match was okay. Yeah, all right. Seth Rollins. Oh, and then we get the kind of back and forth where Seth Rollins is backstage trying to convince Drew McIntyre that he is carrying Dolph Ziggler and should break up with him. McIntyre took that info to Ambrose and continued to try to break up the Shield. So this was really interesting. When Seth Rollins was like, "Hey, you know what? You deserve better, blah blah blah. You should break up from them." McIntyre kind of turned it and said, "Hey, you know what? Maybe they're looking for." He went to Ambrose and said, "Maybe they're looking for your replacement."
Yeah.
So I thought it was a very well planned out turn, I guess you could say, from McIntyre, where he turned Seth Rollins' words to try to go against what he was trying to do. Nia Jax defeated Alicia Fox with a Samoan drop. Yeah, I didn't.
It wasn't that long.
Okay. So then we get the ending where the Shield defeated Baron Corbin and AOP, who was the mystery tag team partners for Baron Corbin. So AOP, they were the mystery partners. Dolph Ziggler, McIntyre, and Braun Strowman sat and watched the entire match from the ramp. And then Reigns won the match for his team with a spear on Corbin. And in the end, they teased it. Was he going to go to, is he going to go
Oh, yeah, he
Strowman?
was literally right in the middle.
He was right in the middle. Is he going to go towards Strowman, Ziggler, and McIntyre? Is he going to go back to the Shield? They kind of teased it a little bit. And then he went back to the Shield, and he did the Shield fist pumps and stuff like that.
What did you think of the match?
It was okay.
It was okay, but I'm actually glad that this is actually, I'm pretty sure, the first time AOP main events Raw. Sure. So I have a feeling that giving them this match, that means we're going to be seeing AOP a little more instead of seeing them with jobbers. We're going to start seeing them against actual tag teams.
Yeah, actual tag teams.
Because they made them seem like they were like big and, like always unstoppable. Yeah. So they even compared them to Reigns and stuff like that. So I think we're going to see a little bit more of AOP.
So, I mean, with the whole storyline that was going on between the Shield, Ziggler, McIntyre, and Strowman, and the children's, the Connor's Cure, and the tag team championship match, I really enjoyed Raw.
Raw was actually pretty cool.
Yeah,
I really liked it. I actually sat through all 3 hours because sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
And I watched it online, so it was actually a very good.
You have cable now, though.
Yeah, but sometimes I don't get the chance to watch it I don't have it doesn't have a DVR or anything.
Okay.
So I can't watch it. But sometimes I do catch it. But SmackDown, I had to watch it on Hulu today.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And SmackDown's shorter too. SmackDown is so much easier to watch those for me. Even though SmackDown can suck, it's so much easier to take in the suckage.
I enjoyed SmackDown even though there wasn't that many matches.
Oh, I did
because
too.
There was a lot of segments.
Exactly.
My favorite segment, other than the Truth TV, was Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Beating Charlotte Flair, bro. Yeah, that was cool.
Well, we'll get to it, but I'm with you. Where with SmackDown, it feels more segment, yeah. And it flows a lot more, faster. It feels faster. And with Raw, there's some segments I'm like, oh my god, this is draining. Like, I just want to go to sleep. I just want to take a nap. So I can definitely take 2 hours way better than I can take 3 hours. So SmackDown is always easier for me to take and always easier for me to watch than Raw. But we do open with the segment of Miz TV, with the set of Miz TV. But then R-Truth and Carmella, they come out in Miz's place and they kind of change it to Truth TV. They welcome Daniel Bryan out to talk about his upcoming Super Showdown match against The Miz for a chance to fight the WWE champion. The Miz comes out and asks what R-Truth was doing. Truth said he beat Miz, and if he was a champion, he would have taken his belt. So he took his show. The Miz talked down Bryan before R-Truth interrupted him and challenged him to a match for the rights to the show. And they had like a little dance off too, right?
No, it was it's a dance break.
Oh, dance break. Okay, a dance break.
It was actually, I like what they're doing with R-Truth right now. I think it's cool.
Too.
It's funny because that's his character, you know. And I guess what is Carmella's a face now.
A face now.
Good,
with
nice hair.
Yeah,
nice hair.
It looks good actually.
It looks decent.
Yeah,
it's cool.
But yeah, then we get the first match of the night, which is the Miz defeating R-Truth to keep the rights of Miz TV. So the Miz hit Daniel Bryan's running knee for the pinfall on R-Truth.
Daniel Bryan was on commentary too.
He was on commentary.
He was talking smack.
He was talking some
smack. But like technical smack.
Yeah.
That's what he was doing.
Daniel Bryan with that smack talking. And then we get the part that you like. We get the video from earlier in the day that showed Becky Lynch attacking Charlotte Flair during a photo shoot.
I love what they're doing with Becky, bro.
I do too.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Because I had seen that. I think I saw it on Facebook and I was like, what the hell? So they did show it on. That's cool, man. So she was, I guess Charlotte Flair was was on a photo shoot.
A photo shoot, yeah.
And then Becky just comes, beat her ass and be like, you shouldn't be taking pictures. I'm the champ. And then that last picture where she has it on the floor, she put her foot on her with the belt on top. Yeah. That's a badass picture.
It's a badass picture. I agree. I'm telling you, they're doing good things with Becky Lynch, but it's fun seeing it. I know I've been saying, they turned the wrong person heel, and they did. In theory,
but they're doing it good, though.
They're doing it good.
They're doing very well.
They're doing it good. Yeah. I still think Charlotte Flair is a better heel than a babyface. But
she's a straight bitch, though.
Exactly. That's why. So I still think Charlotte Flair should be a heel. Like it's to me, but Becky Lynch is showing that she can not only be a great babyface, but she could be a great heel. Yeah. Because I think Becky Lynch is a great babyface. Yeah. She's also showing that she's a great heel.
It's
and
good,
with
bro.
Charlotte Flair, she's a lot better as a heel than as a babyface. But I like that segment a lot. Sheamus defeated Big E via pinfall. when he connected with the bro kick for the pinfall. I thought it was a good match.
It was a good match, but this is the second side. This means that the oh my god, the Bar has beat the New Day technically, because they beat Kofi and then they beat Big E. This is all. I wonder what's gonna happen in the showdown. I don't know if they're gonna give him. I don't think they'll give him the.
I don't know
because the New Day barely has been having it for what 2-3 weeks.
Something like that, right?
Yeah, so I don't think so.
Speaking of the New Day and Kofi Kingston, Kofi, I guess, has become the longest reigning tag team champion to hold the belts combined.
I saw that, but I don't know. I did see the WWE put it. I don't remember exactly what it said.
I guess what it means
900 and something.
I don't know what it was, but what it means is that with all the tag team partners that Kofi has had, all of the title reign and all the days combined, he is now the longest, the one with the longest reign of combined tag team championships. So that's pretty good. That's pretty
crazy.
Cool.
Well, he has been in the company for over like 10 years, right?
Yeah, and I've always liked Kofi Kingston, and I always felt like, hey, you know what, you should have given him one of those big pushes. But I mean, just seeing how successful he's become in the tag team division and all this stuff,
he's good all around.
He's a great talent.
He's good. He can talk. He can he's good on the mic. His wrestling is crazy. Like the way he so it's cool. Congratulations!
For sure, a Hall of Famer. I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say for sure a Hall of Famer in the future. And then we get Rusev calling out Aiden English after he was attacked last week. He wanted some answers. So then English recapped the rise of Rusev Day and blamed their team's demise on Lana. Then he asked Lana if she'd tell Rusev about the one night in Milwaukee.
That's hilarious.
Oh, Milwaukee.
Do you understand how Corey Graves make this? He's all like, I'm texting somebody right now.
Oh, yeah. And then the crowd chanting Milwaukee.
Yeah.
What do you think about the storyline that they're going
They're
with?
making it seem like they had something.
Yeah, no,
right. But I'm sure, I think, wasn't it where he talked smack about him and she heard it and she never told him?
It could be.
What else?
Over here, we're all thinking about affair.
No, I know it's not. Of course,
they're
gonna make it seem like that, of course, because everybody. So it can bring some more interest and it's juicier.
Drama.
It's always more drama. But I think it has to do something like that. That he said something to her and she didn't tell Rusev. I don't know, something like that.
I'm sure,
bro. Or they'll find her like putting tricks so they can separate or something. I'll bet you something like that. What else is it gonna? You really think that they have video of the hotel room both going in and shit?
Oh man, that would be.
It's a PG. What is it? PG-13?
No, it's not. It's just PG.
PG. No, okay, yeah, bro.
Yeah. I mean, there's Disney movies that are worse than this.
That's true.
No, but yeah, man, I wish they would kind of go. I think you're right. I'm gonna definitely say I wouldn't bet against what you're saying.
If this was an Attitude Era, maybe.
Oh yeah.
It would have. They probably would have showed a little bit of something.
Something.
Yeah.
But that one night in Milwaukee,
it's just.
It's been funny. It's
the way he did it and everything was cool. He dropped the mic and he left.
Yeah, he left, and then there you hear the crowd go, "Oh." Like, oh, you just got told. Something. It was funny. I really like where they're going with this, but man, I'm gonna be so disappointed if it's exactly what you said.
I'm sure it is.
It's the safe route.
We'll talk about this next week.
Oh yeah, he says next week,
that Tuesday he's gonna show.
He has something to show, right? So we'll talk about it next week for sure. Asuka and Naomi, who are a team now. I feel like they said the name of the team. Am I wrong?
I don't know, but are you noticing what they're doing? I'm telling you, they've been doing this for the past few months.
Building tag teams.
Yeah, they're just building all the tag teams.
That's good. I like it. They defeated Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose. Your girl Mandy.
Oh my God, bro.
That entrance is awesome,
bro.
God's greatest creation for sure,
bro. I follow her on Instagram, bro.
Oh, man.
I don't even like looking at her posts.
Oh no, oh, no.
Bro, you need to follow her.
Oh no, I don't think I want to be honest with you.
She's always at the pool.
Oh God, no, that's your word. No, don't. I don't want to. Mandy is in a different world.
She's a different level
it's
type of girl.
It's a different world. But they, Asuka and Naomi did defeat Sonya Deville and Mandy Rose.
It was a quick match.
It was a quick match. But I think, like you said, they're building tag teams, and it's got to be for that.
It has to be.
Or that.
There's a lot of tag teams now. They're building a lot of tag teams,
and that's great. It gives other people something to do. Naomi and Asuka are great talents. They ain't doing crap,
and they're very good together.
Yeah, they're really good together. And we've mentioned. I said, hey, you know what? I want to see a solid like a tag team. Win the belts. I don't want them to bring some old part-timers to win the women's tag team belts.
Yeah.
I want to see like a Riot Squad. I want to see like a Sonya Deville, Mandy Rose, or an Asuka and Naomi. I want to see people like them that that they've kind of worked and they need something.
So they are going to announce tag teams on the women's, because you can tell what they're doing, right?
Yeah,
they're building all these tag teams. You got the Iconics, you got Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville. Now you got Asuka and what's her name? This chick, Naomi.
Riot Squad
the Riot Squad, and then you got Bailey and Sasha. You know what I mean? Even though Sasha's hurt, right?
And actually, we haven't heard anything about Sasha's injury.
She because she was supposed to be in the mixed match challenge, but they switched her for
Bailey.
No, Ember Moon.
Oh, you're right, Ember Moon.
And Ember Moon is kicking it with Nia Jax.
Oh, that's right too. That's that too. I mean? Yeah, that's right.
But I know they're not going to put all the women. Of course, they're still going to be singles. But like you can tell kind of like who's partnering where. People that start hanging out together and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's how it is. But that's cool, man. I'm sure we'll hear about these tag team belts soon. Yeah,
I hope so. Because the women's division definitely needs more belts. They need more belts.
Yeah.
First of all. But all right. Ty Dillinger defeated Shinsuke Nakamura via disqualification. So Dillinger was punching away at Nakamura in the corner when Randy Orton pulled him down and attacked him. Orton then hit the DDT off the apron onto the outside, and then Nakamura hit the Kinshasa Dillinger before leaving. What do you think about this? I
just want to say that we were totally wrong. I don't know if you've thought about this.
I did.
We were super duper wrong.
I did.
I guess I get it.
But
I get it.
Were we really, really wrong? Okay, so when I first saw this, that's immediately what I thought. Okay, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, we talked about it last week where we thought who was going to be Randy Orton's next victim. We both kind of agreed that looking at the list of active rosters on SmackDown, male talent, we agreed that it made more sense for it to be Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan's got this match with The Miz. It could be, Randy Orton, interfering and costing Daniel Bryan the match, and that's his next victim. I still think that's going to happen.
Why?
Now, okay. Well,
right now, or later after he's done with Dillinger?
No, after during the Australian thing. I still think it's gonna happen again the next week. Okay, so let me see.
Why though?
Okay, let me explain. So when I first saw this, I was like, damn, maybe we were wrong. It's immediately at first came to my head. I was like, okay, but I was like, oh, okay, cool. I like this. I like the fact that Dillinger, is gonna be in a high profile, feud. I mean, he's been needing something like that for the longest. Yeah. So I was like, awesome. I'm digging it. I like it. It'll push Dillinger up a little bit, at least a little higher up in that mid-card division. It'll be great. It'll be great for him. And then Randy Orton was backstage, and they asked him, is he your next victim? And he was like, and I think he laughed it off, and he said, like, no, I just don't like that 10 or something like that. Or I just don't.
He didn't say no, did he?
I don't remember. I feel like he said no.
He said, to tell you the truth, I just don't like the whole 10 thing or something like that,
right?
So what was this the only time? I don't think
it was
so.
just a random.
I don't think so. I think Dillinger's gonna try to like challenge him or something next week.
Okay.
I think this is it, bro. Because I thought about it,
and I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I thought about it because I'm like, okay, like Dillinger's like kind of like when he goes out, everybody's like going 10, you know what I mean? And he's about the crowd and he interacts with the crowd. I don't know. So I'm like, maybe that's what this guy does.
And I'm completely okay with it.
I think that's cool. Like you said, it's good for Dillinger.
Yeah. What the hell was that? Is that a bug?
What the fuck? Oh, my bad.
What the hell happened? It was on.
It was on.
Oh, my God. It smells.
It smells like pine trees.
It smells like pine trees in my house. Yeah.
Just take it out.
Yeah, you should take it out. It's going to burn your pants.
I'm going to be on the news.
It really smells strong.
Yeah, it wasn't the battery. It was this.
It was burning?
Yeah, I think because I had it on.
Oh, dude, that thing would have burned your pants, dude. Oh, my goodness.
Thanks, Bella Twins.
Thanks, Bella Twins. Oh, God. Oh, no. But, yeah, no, I mean, the more I think about it, the more I still feel like it can happen. But I'm definitely okay with this, especially with some of the rumors going around that are saying that it's gonna be a fatal 4-way for the WWE Championship with The Miz, Daniel Bryan, Samoa Joe, and AJ Styles.
Where?
I heard some rumors going around.
For what?
For the WWE Championship in the future, in the Crown Jewel pay-per-view.
Oh, okay.
Whenever all those pay-per-views
in the future, that's next month.
I know, next month. But you know what I mean? Like, so I could see that Randy Orton and Dillinger do have a feud, and then I can
probably
see
a quick feud.
Probably a quick feud. Yeah. So I don't know. I still think that one of his victims is going to be like Daniel Bryan.
Well, didn't I tell you something about it being AJ Styles?
It could be AJ.
Remember I told you?
You did tell me that.
It's because I read something somewhere saying that Randy Orton deserves one more title reign.
I agree with that.
I don't think it's time though.
I don't either. But I think give him a Universal belt though.
That's true.
You know what I mean? He hasn't had that one. Add it to his resume. I'm sure Cena's gonna end up winning that belt eventually too. Cena's gonna have to win the belt one more time to beat that record.
You think they're gonna give it to him?
Absolutely.
Well,
Absolutely, they're going to give him that record. Absolutely, they're going to give him that record. There's no doubt in my mind they're not going to give him Ric Flair's record. Yeah.
17, right?
Something like that.
He's 16 right now.
He's tied 16 with Flair. Yeah, he'll be 17. They're going to give it. And Randy Orton's not that far behind. I don't think they're going to make him break it. I think. It's like 13 or something like that. Randy Orton's not far behind. I don't think it's going to happen, but he's not far behind. But yeah, I think Cena and Orton, if they were to get a major belt, it would be the Universal. That's what I would.
Because right now, that's what's the big one. That's what it is, right? It's their big one. Yeah.
Then we get Becky Lynch defeated Lana. I was gonna say Lana via submission when Lynch submitted Lana with this arm her.
Lana's getting better.
Yeah, she is. She is. So it was a decent match, but Becky just kind of brings that attitude, and it's great. I'm digging it.
I gotta love Becky, man.
It's a great attitude. They're doing good with Becky right now because she's not really a heel, but she's not even a face. So it's good. I like this Stone Cold Steve Becky.
Yeah, she's good. I like it. And she's wearing her stuff again.
Yeah.
She's wearing her. So she's like halfway there.
Yeah.
She's lukewarm. Ooh, you don't want to be lukewarm.
Ooh, lukewarm. And then we get the last segment of the night where AJ Styles signed his contract for the Super Showdown against Samoa Joe. But then Samoa Joe appears on video at AJ Styles' house. Casa de Styles.
The only thing I don't like about this segment is that I wish it was live. That he was live so they can talk to each other.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can tell it's pre-recorded. And AJ sucked at trying to like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And they don't even... Where doesn't he live like in Georgia or something? Mm-hmm. Did you see like the needle in the back? It looked like they were in Seattle.
Well, look, regardless of where he lives, for sure that was not his house.
Oh, of course not.
It was not. It was
probably they were outside of Denver and they went to a house and they were like, hey.
Could you see the Seattle needle though?
I looked like a needle. It looked like a needle in the back. I don't know if they were. I don't know where they were. Yeah. I don't know if Georgia has a needle or it looked like the Stratosphere, bro. But then I looked at it and it was too skinny. I don't know. You should look at it. And because he was doing it himself. So he kind of went like this, and you can see the background a little bit, and it was far away, but you can see that there was like a needle, and then he kind of just
maybe went back. Denver has a needle.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah,
but yeah, I'm sure they just were like, "Hey, can we borrow your house?
Hey, can we borrow your house? Hey,
I'll give you $1,000. Let us borrow your house for an hour."
Yeah, I exactly. That's exactly.
It was like we won't even go inside. Yeah. We just need your background.
We just need
we're gonna put Styles Styles here, and we're good.
They probably brought their own post.
Probably
they went to Home Depot.
Bro, that should look like stickers on there.
It was stickers. It
was just some, like people, whatever. But it was cool. I love Samoa Joe. I just wish it was more. It was live. It would have been cool. It would have been more interactive.
Daddy's home.
Bro, I thought he was gonna say, "Oh, Wendy."
Oh, Wendy. Oh man.
Still love the feud.
Yeah,
I love it.
And there were, you know what? And again, we were talking about SmackDown and Raw, how they both feel so different. Where SmackDown just, boom, everything just feels like it goes really, really quick. It's exactly what happened with this ending. Whereas like the ending of boom, we're done. Then USA Network presents the Purge.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Like I said, I even ended up saying, I was like, oh, Wendy, and then it just shut off. I was like, motherfucker, what the hell? Exactly. And then he just said, Daddy's home, and bro, that's cool. I liked it. It was
yeah.
I like what they're doing, and I hope their match is awesome. I'm sure it is, though. I'm sure it will be awesome good.
As well. Anything else you want to add, dude? Anything else you want to add? When's the Super Showdown?
In 2 weeks, so
not this Saturday,
not this Sunday, but next Sunday.
It's on a Saturday.
Oh, it's on Saturday?
It's on Saturday.
I did not know that.
Isn't it? Wait. Hold up now. Now I need to check. Is it on Saturday or is it on Sunday? Because I might be able to watch it on a Sunday. WWE Super Showdown time. Well, I went to time. Maybe I shouldn't have gone to time. Super Showdown. Let me go to the official WWE website, see if they at least have a date, because I completely forgot. Saturday, October 6th, 6 p.m. But I wonder if that's gonna be their 7 p.m. Sorry, 7 p.m. But I wonder if that's gonna be their time.
Their time.
So what would be like our time? 7 p.m. Australia time. Australia time in U.S. Let's try that. So that would make it about 5 a.m. Washington.
Wait, what? So we're gonna have to watch it in a different time.
And they are 3 hours ahead of us, so it'll be like a 2 a.m. thing for us. Am I just looking at this wrong? Somebody tell me if I'm looking at this wrong.
We gotta wait.
2 a.m.
Is it kind of like gonna be like the Crown Jewel, whatever, the Saudi Arabia one?
Well, the Saudi Arabia one was pretty cool because that was like in the morning. I was like, oh, sweet breakfast in WWE. It was not that bad. But I'm not doing 2 a.m. if that's the case. But again, this is 7 p.m. I don't know if it's gonna be Melbourne, Australia time, or if it's like. But it doesn't even say. It just says 7 p.m. It doesn't even say like Eastern Standard Time or Pacific Standard Time. I'm thinking it's gonna be their local time. So, which would make it for us in the a.m. But like in the middle of the night a.m.
Bruh. I don't know about that.
If that's the case, though, I'll be able to watch it before I leave. Oh, you see? Yeah. You see? Look, Saturday, October 6th at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 2 a.m. Pacific time.
Yeah, I don't know about all that.
And then I have a flight early that morning.
Oh, that's for your brother's wedding,
My brother's wedding. I'm leaving on Saturday morning. I think my flight leaves I don't remember what time it leaves. But I'm leaving that morning. So I'm like, maybe before I leave, I can watch this. I think I'll be able to do it. Because, by the time I wake up, it's going to be already on demand. So I can just kind of replay it. I'm not going to be up at 2 a.m. watching this.
Well,
I'll watch it. I'll wake up like at 7 or something.
I'll probably be working. So I'll probably the next morning. Well, the next day I'll watch it. I'll probably watch it on a Sunday afternoon.
So I'm going to see if I can watch it.
I'll stay off of the phone. I hate it. I hate it when the Instagram always fucking kills me. I'm like,
they ruin it. That's when you gotta watch it.
I try to forget it. I'm like, and when I'm watching, I'm like, oh, they won.
But you know what? I think with me. Oh, we're taking this.
Just take a selfie.
Are we taking a selfie?
There you go.
All right. I didn't like how it came out, but it's okay.
That's fine. I'm probably not gonna post it.
Nice. Don't post it.
Cool.
Just for the memory. Just for the memoirs.
Just the memoirs.
What was I saying? Oh yeah.
The time. But
oh yeah, I'm probably not gonna watch it at that time. I don't know. We'll see. Well, actually, no. At that time, I'm not watching at 2 a.m. for us. But I'll probably wake up in the morning while I'm packing and while I'm kind of having breakfast before I leave. I'll probably put it on and just watch it then. But I'm not watching it at 2 a.m. in the morning. Sure. But yeah, man. Anything else you want to add?
No, I think both SmackDown and Raw were very, very cool. I liked them both. They were both different, but they were both good.
Yeah, I agree. I like them both a lot too. But yeah, I guess that is it for us today. We will be back next week. Make sure you guys catch us on YouTube. Actually, we will be back next week, Thursdays. Just so I want to make sure I'm clear. Thursdays at 8 a.m. It should be uploaded already. If not, you can watch us later on that day. But Thursdays at night at 8 a.m. I'm usually uploading it by then. But you can catch us on YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, on Google Podcasts, and on some other crap that I don't know.
Nalga Podcast, everything. Nalga Podcast.
Wow, that's intriguing. Wow, I didn't know I signed up for that.
That's funny.
Oh,
okay.
bad. All right, we'll see you guys next week. My name is Mike.
And my name is Jonathan. Peace.